What's up, guys? This is Ty Zen, and I want to share something with you guys that I believe is very important, guys, with which pertains to the Ethereum holdings. I made a big decision the last few days, and it was something that my buddy Leon and I discussed at depth. And this is what I've decided to do, guys. I've been holding some ethers for some time now. I cashed out some to take profits when I was over like 3,000% profit on the ethers. And right now, as of a couple of days ago, the situation with the soft fork being unsuccessful in the DAO hub. In case you're holding Ethereum in your portfolio, I want to share with you guys what I did. I'm not making any recommendations of what you should do, but I just want to share with you guys what my thoughts are on it, and so that you guys can make your own decision. Okay, so we have several events coming up that I believe is going to hurt the price of Ethereum. That does not mean that I do not believe that the Ethereum network will have long term. There will be, I believe that the Ethereum network will have a lot of success with Vitalik and his team. So I still believe in that. So when I say long term, I'm talking about like over a year from now, 6 months to a year from now. Now things can change. Things change very quickly in cryptocurrency, so you got to be aware of that. But at this moment, with the information that I have about the soft fork being unsuccessful, and there's potential dangers in the hard fork that's coming up. This video was done on July 7th, and we got within 8 days on July 15th, the DAO attacker is going to have the ability to withdraw, start draining the child DAO and cashing out the ethers, right? And converting it to Bitcoin or do whatever he wants with it. So here's my thoughts on this, right? Right now, as we are speaking, let me pull up the price here so that I can give you guys a frame of reference, okay? So right now, if you guys look at the price of the DAO, okay? If you guys look at the price of the ethers versus Bitcoin, okay? The price of the ethers is at 1.5 million satoshis, somewhere around there. That's about 15 millibits. That means that for every 1,000 ethers that you hold, you can convert it to bitcoins and get 15 bitcoins, 15 and a half bitcoins basically. So for every 1,000 ethers that you have, that's worth 15 and a half bitcoins. Okay. Now, I cashed mine out, all my ether holdings. I don't have any ethers in my portfolio. I cashed it out somewhere right around the 2 million the 2 million Satoshi point. Like, so I got about, if you had 1,000 ethers, you could have gotten 20 Bitcoins for it. Okay. So I cashed out somewhere around there, and been really busy with work. So I haven't been able to get back and share with this with you guys. But now that I want to make it very clear, guys, that there are several reasons why I decided to cash out. One is that the Bitcoin halving is coming up in about a few days here, on the 10th or on the 11th or something like that, in 3, 4, 5 days. So what that's going to do is that's going to increase the price of, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion in the crypto community, that's going to increase the price of Bitcoin. And remember the seesaw effect that I was telling you guys before. When the price of Bitcoin goes up, the price of the altcoins go down, because it takes less Bitcoins to buy the same amount of altcoins. Okay, so that's one thing that's I thought about, that when the halving occurs in Bitcoin, it's going to push the price of Bitcoin up and reduce the value of my ethers in terms of Bitcoin, not in terms of US dollars, but in terms of ethers. So in Bitcoins. So what that's going to do is, I'd rather just cash out now and keep my profits. Okay. The second thing is the success of the hard fork for the DAO hub fiasco, for the DAO attack. If that is not successful, that's really gonna tank drop the price of ethers. So that's gonna further push the price of ethers down, and then if it is successful, let's just say that the hard fork is successful for Ethereum and they refund everyone back their ethers. The natural instinct for most beginning investors, they don't look at things in the long term, the long-term success of the Ethereum network. So they've been upset, frustrated. You got to put yourself in the mindset of the beginning crypto investors. They're pissed off. They probably bet the house on the success of the DAO hub being successful and getting a 10x or 20x profit out of that, or that would be like a 10,000 or no 1,000 or 2,000% profit on the DAO hub ICO, and instead it's been a fiasco, and a lot of things that people did not expect happened, and so now people are losing money on it. So when people get the refund back for their ethers, my belief is that the natural instinct for a beginning crypto investor that does not know about long-term investing in cryptos is that they're going to cash out. They're going to sell their ethers and convert it to Bitcoins. And when that happens, I expect the price of Ethereum to go down even further. So you got pressure, downward pressure from the Bitcoin halving. You got the uncertainty of the Ethereum hard fork being successful or not. And then you got the amateurs dumping their ethers when they get them back, so they can. And it's not just amateurs, guys, but there are people who have locked up their money in the DAO, and now that they get it back, they get a refund back, right? Then they're gonna try to cash it out so they can take it and go invest into other cryptos. So it's not just amateurs that don't know what they're doing, but there's also just people that want to invest in other altcoins or other cryptocurrencies. Okay, so the question is, what should you do? So I was thinking about this, and I was discussing this with my buddy leonfood.com, and we came up to the conclusion about this. Okay, we looked at the potential upside and the potential downside. Okay, right now with Bitcoin, expecting the price of Bitcoin to go up, we're looking to convert more of our holdings, our portfolio, and lean it more into the Bitcoin space versus the altcoins, right? There's a few altcoins that we're holding on to because we think that there's a long-term potential, like Factom, like Waves, like Lisk, those things, the standard issue, the standard, high volume ones right now, and NXT and things like that. So if we look at that there's more potential for the upside in Bitcoin right now because of the halving that's coming up and because of the momentum that it's gaining this year. We're looking to put more into Bitcoin than to other cryptocurrencies at this moment. The bulk of our portfolio is heavy, is weighted towards is biased towards Bitcoin versus other cryptocurrencies. Okay, so if we do that, right, we look at there's more potential for the upside in Bitcoin, and if you look at the price of Ethereum, right, this DAO hub is such a big screw up and such a big nasty scar and injury to the Ethereum network that I believe that it will take at least 6 to 12 months before Ethereum ever goes back up in price. Okay, now it can possibly go back in price because people are happy that they got their refund back after the hard fork. If it is successful, there's a potential can go back up to, like, let's just say the 2.7 million, 2.8, somewhere around the 2.7 million Satoshi point, so that you can get 27 Bitcoins for every 1,000 ethers that you have. Okay, but besides that, I don't really see that happening. I don't see it going back up to 34 or 37 millibits like it was before. Okay, and earlier this year I had predictions that that Ethereum will go up to the 50 millibit mark. Right, it has already hit that with that it has already hit that based on the US dollar comparison. So you guys, and I don't see it breaking new highs in US dollars or in terms of Bitcoin anytime soon because of this DAO hub attack fiasco. So I would say that that would be more of a fiasco that's going to prevent the price from going up anytime soon. Okay, so just be aware of that, guys. That's what the my predictions are on that. So that there's more potential for Ethereum to go to the downside than it is for it to the upside. And my philosophy is this, right? Is that it's going to go. If it does go lower, I can always buy it back into the ethers, right?
So you want me to call you by 3 o'clock then? Thanks. Yeah, just give me a call. That's fine. I'll be pretty tied up anyway. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No problem. That's cool. I just gotta figure out. I gotta call Russian too. See what's up with this shit with kids. Hopefully she doesn't say she's coming.
Okay. So based on that, guys, that's the reason. Those are the reasons why I sold all my ethers, and I don't have any more ethers in my portfolio, because I think that there's more. I can always get back in and buy it back in when right now the ethers are worth like $10. Let me look at the price real quick. Right now the ethers are worth. Let me see. As the ethers are worth $10, and if it crashes down, right, I can always get back in when it's down to like $3 or $4 or $1 or whatever it is. I can always buy back in and write it back up again. Because right now I don't see the point in putting my money into the ethers right now, simply because there's not a lot of upside potential right now with all the news events and the situation going on with the DAO. So that's all I have, guys. I want to make this quick video for you guys so that you guys will have an idea of what to do with it. And then in a separate video, I'll talk about the future of the DAO hub, guys. And so thanks for watching this video, guys. And if you guys like it, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't like it, give me a thumbs down. And I'll catch you guys in a future video.
So I'll give you a call.